You've come across digital minimalism online and you're wondering how you can implement it practically into your life. Perhaps you've considered a flip phone, a dumb phone, a simple smartphone, or no phone at all. I had almost a year of experience using this Nokia 2720 Flip. I'm currently using a simplified iPhone. It can be really difficult to figure out if a flip phone would work for you, so let's work through the process. Start with an evaluation of the current tech you're using on your phone. Phones are really useful for on-the-go functions. They're in your pockets, they're in your bag. So the idea is that you're using your phone for on-the-go functions only. For this evaluation, we're going to ask a couple of questions. What function does each app have? How often do you use each app? When are you likely to need the app? And do you have an alternative method of accessing that function? Answer each of those questions for each app that you currently have on your smartphone or whichever device you're using. Text and call are kind of the main functions of a phone, so let's start with that as an example. The function of text messaging is communication, safety, getting in touch with family and friends. The frequency, how often do you use it? Probably every day. When do you need it? Honestly, text can be a sporadic need of as and when you need to get in contact with someone. Do you have any alternative options for text and call? Not currently. The current tech doesn't allow for that, so that I would consider a really essential function of the phone. Let's use a less common example. Let's use Instagram. The function of Instagram is looking at posts, images, reels, messages from friends. The frequency of Instagram, maybe every day. I don't know what your usage is like. Sometimes it's every other day for people. When do you need it? For me, I would use Instagram when I'm at home and relaxing. This question here is a really good opportunity to ask whether you need something at all. Is this app an essential part, a requirement for your functioning? If it's not, you probably don't need it on this accessible device in your pocket. Do you have any alternative options of accessing it? So for me, I access it on my laptop at home, and that works for me in terms of I can still keep up with friends and what they're doing, still enjoy inspirational photos and things like that, the good sides of social media, I suppose, without having to have that in my pocket at all times. So once you've done that for each app, you're going to have a lovely filled-in spreadsheet of all your thoughts and evaluations. This is just a really healthy thing to do in general because it just means that you've got an overview of how you're using your technology, helping you to be mindful and intentional about what you're doing. I find with phones and technology, there can be a tendency to get into a passive mindset with using it, and I think it's a tool that we want to be able to use intentionally. And when it's used well, it can be very, very useful and can fulfill a lot of our lifestyle needs. But until we get to that point, it can be quite a passive usage. So even just doing this as an exercise on a regular basis is quite good just for your awareness of how you use your phone and making sure that you're not getting into that passive mindset. From your spreadsheet list, whatever you created, there'll be a varying degree of the function and frequency and need of each app. It could be helpful here to start ranking them on priority of which apps you think are the most important, which ones you could probably live without, which ones you don't need to access all the time. The first step here is to narrow down the list to your complete essentials, and I don't mean the things that you would like to have or were nice to have. I mean complete essentials to your functioning on a day-to-day. What is it that you need? Is it maps to get around? Do you use your camera to take photographs? Do you listen to music when you're at the gym? Think about all those complete essentials that really benefit and help your lifestyle be enhanced. This can help you to really question the purpose and functionality of each app that you use. An overarching rule I would say for this exercise would be for an app to be considered essential, you must need to use it when you're on the go. If you do not need that app when you're out and about, that is not an essential function for this mobile device. Evaluation done. Now we can start to look at the different phone hardware options that are best for you and your lifestyle needs. I've created an overview of the 3 different options for simplifying your phone tech. The first phone option is nothing but simple, and this is a dumb phone or flip phone with very, very limited functions. These are available that you can buy. They have text, call, they have calendar, they maybe have an email. They are super, super simple. Nothing but simple. These are usually the cheapest options, but they do limit your access to a lot of functions such as WhatsApp, Facebook, Spotify. I think it's fairly easy to find these. They're usually the cheapest phones on the market and they are there for texting and calling, and that is it. Nothing but simple. Then you kind of have the dumb but simple option. So this is what I went for when I did an evaluation over a year ago. This would be some kind of flip phone or dumb phone that has an operating system which gives you access to WhatsApp, Facebook, YouTube, etc. I went for a Nokia 2720, which is this phone. It worked for me when I was in my final year of university, and I actually really liked that it meant I was a lot more focused when I was out. And I obviously still check social media and stuff on my laptop, but when I was out and about, I still had things like WhatsApp. A couple of different options for a dumb but simple phone on the market. Nokia have released loads of different ones, but there are loads of other brands that do it as well. I'll put some pictures up on the screen. I think this is a really good option if you're looking to do a detox from your smartphone. Perhaps you're going on a weekend away and you want to have some time away from your phone. Dumb but simple, great option. I rate it very highly. It cuts you off from society, but like not to the point of being a hermit crab, which is where I'd put the nothing but simple phone. So there's kind of a sliding scale here. Next option up, you have the smart but simple option. This means converting your smartphone, deleting apps which don't serve your lifestyle needs, and really only having the apps on your phone that you need when you're out and about. This is where I'm at currently. I've got a whole video, again, looking at what apps I have on this phone at the moment. This option is really good if you have any apps that you would consider super essential that you can't have on a dumb but simple phone. A good example for me would be in the city I live in, there is an app that you can download to download bus tickets. Other examples I have are Spotify, maybe you would use Uber. If those things are more important to you, then converting your smartphone into a simpler device is probably the best option for you. If you're interested in finding out what I have on my minimalist iPhone, I will tag the video up in the corner so you can see it. Once you've decided on the best phone option for you, all you gotta do is try it. Set yourself a goal for 30 days to try your new phone option, see what works for you, try an evaluation at the end of the month. Perhaps you start with the nothing but simple option, and then after a month you think that was horrible and difficult. Maybe then you can switch into the smart but simple or even the dumb but simple. Eventually you'll find the best fit. Your phone should be a functional tool that helps you in your life. If your phone is using you more than you are using the phone, if you're time wasting, doom scrolling, comparing on social media, it's definitely time for you to simplify and rethink your phone.